fire, man. Fire.
Street sweepers. Peace, y'all. It's your boy Vinny Venom, man. The Commission Cypher special episode, man. We at 21, right, T-Rap?
I think it's 21.
Yeah, man. 21.
I never know the number,
I know.
though. You always
I
ask
find
me.
out after we get off the air. I was like, oh, we 21 now. But I got a special guest up here. I'm gonna introduce y'all to this young gentleman here shortly. First and foremost, man, if you like what we bring to the table, man, please like, subscribe, hype, all of that good stuff. If you don't like it, you could dislike it too. Comment, engage, share the video with a friend. But like, comment, and subscribe, man. It goes a long way to helping us out. We just cracked like I think we just cracked 80K views,
Word.
man, since we started, man. So shout to that, man. Shout to that, man. Yeah,
Bet.
I'm happy about that.
Appreciate
We're just gonna
y'all.
keep grinding. Yeah, shout to everybody that's tuning in and just engaging. You know, sometimes the format's gonna change a little bit. We got some changes coming up, but more or less, I appreciate everybody interacting with us. We got more guests coming up. Shout to my homie General. Rest in peace, DJ Casey. We got a Street Sweeper series interviews coming July and August. So I'm really excited about that. I got Yo-Yo coming up.
Fire.
Yo-Yo, like if y'all know who Yo-Yo is, man, do your homework. I got General. Shout to my homie Grass. Shout to Nims. I got a lot of dope interviews coming on the cusp. So that's gonna be fun. Everything good with you, man? How's everything?
Posted.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good?
Ready.
Ready? It's hot, man. It's getting hot out here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting super hot out here, man. So I encourage everybody to stay hydrated, man. Shout to the Hydro Bar, man. Shout to Tim, Junior, Senior, Julie. Shout to Dennis, man. He in here talking to Yankees, man. He's pissed at Judge.
Bro,
It's hurt, man.
I'm super hurt.
What you gonna do, man?
Like I'm even more hurt than I should be, but
What you gonna do? It is what it is, man.
hey, that's my guy.
That sucks, though.
That's
yeah.
my guy.
Yeah, for sure. I know. Yankees will be all right. You know what I mean?
Fine.
But yeah,
It's
shout to
still
the
early.
whole Hydro Bar, man. Please, everybody, visit hydrobar.io, Instagram, the website. If y'all interested in a Kaga machine, man, hit me up. You can DM me. If you're interested in trying the water, like I tell people all the time, alkaline lifestyle is so important, man. Nothing can manifest in your body, right? No disease, including cancer, can exist in an alkaline environment. So stay alkaline up with your fruits and veggies, your water. If you want to come and try out, DM me that you want to try it out. I'll send you in here, or just come in the shop and tell them Vinny sent you. They'll take care of you, man. Shout out to the whole family, man. The dogs ain't here today. Yo, the dogs are my favorite people when they come here. They ain't here today, man. But shout out to the whole family, man. I appreciate everybody here at the Hydro Bar, this family up here, man. So a lot of people filling up today, man. So, but without further ado, man, I want to introduce you to a young guy, man. It's actually kind of breaking news, man. Commission Cypher, we've been doing this for a minute, so I decided that we're going to start shining light on, you know, young athletes, young artists, young entrepreneurs that are out here grinding, doing what they do, who are dedicated, right? So I got a special guest over here. I got Tino Martinez here in the spot. What's up, G?
What's
How
up,
you,
bro?
man?
Good, you?
Appreciate you coming in, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? You got a lot of stuff going on, so there's a lot of stuff to talk about. But this guy, this kid right here he's a prodigy, man. He's you know, he's got so much going on, so we're gonna talk about it. But I want to have him up here for a couple of reasons. Because number one, we sponsoring him. Hydro Bar is sponsoring Tino and his endeavors, different tournaments he's going to, things that he needs. We got him covered here, and most importantly, we got him here with the water, right? Doing what he does, he's got to refresh, he's got to rejuvenate, he's got to get his body energized, and he's got to have, you know, an environment that he can prosper in, right? Especially with your health. And I know we're going to talk about it today, but, you know, your body goes through a lot when you get ready to go smack somebody up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but, man, I appreciate you coming up here, man.
Yes, sir, of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So, real quick, man, just tell me, you're headed out to train for the summer. Now this is crazy. Real quick, tell the people how old you are, man.
Oh, I'm 15. I just turned 15.
You just turned 15, bro. So your dedication is crazy because you headed out for 6-7 weeks, right, to train, get ready. So tell the people a little bit about what you're about to do, man, for the summer. Instead of knowing, mind you, guys, 15 years old, right? Most people in the summer gonna be out in the street, pool time, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But yeah, tell the people what you're gonna be doing, man.
Yeah, so I'm going to Iowa for the summer, leaving next Tuesday. So I'm going to go out there and train for about 7 weeks with Big Game and my uncle Ray. We're going to go out there. I'm going to live out there. We're going to train a lot. That's really where I see myself leveling up a lot. Like during these summers, whenever people are out here, you know, just messing around, I'm out there training, grinding, you know, that's really where I see myself jump levels.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you have to do, right? You gotta get reps in and practice in and take your craft serious, right? To me, that's the most important piece. You have to, because if you don't, right, someone's gonna take your spot. Someone's gonna do it, right? But that's crazy, man. Like when I was 15, man, I was up to no good, man. So you having that opportunity, man, you got a good head on your shoulders, man. Shout out to your pops, man. Your pops is one of my favorite people in the world, man. So I know you come from a bloodline that's about that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's dope, man. That's super dope. So I've known you for a long time through your pops, but you've always been very active athletically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, you did, right? Football, you done all kinds of sports,
I've tried
right?
a whole bunch of sports.
Right. So tell me a little bit about, for you, like, what makes wrestling stand out? What made you fall in love with wrestling?
I mean, I'm more of a like hands-on type of person, you know. Whenever I'm out there playing baseball, sitting in the field, like that's not really my stuff. Like I need to be hands-on. So like whenever I started wrestling, I saw myself connect with it. Like it just became a part of me because like I just felt that connection. That's like my favorite place. This is really like what I love to do. That's
dope. So you prefer more individual sport.
Yeah.
You didn't like being on a team sitting or waiting your turn. You're like, nah, I want to get out. That's I understand that, man. I get that. A lot of people, you know, they really, really excel at self, right? So that's important for sure. Tell me about, was there a moment in time or a memory you had where you was like, okay, this is more than just a sport, right? Was there like a specific match you had or speaking with your family or friends where you was like, hey, this is more than just a sport, and you realized that?
I mean, I realized it like pretty young. I was going to all these national tournaments. I was out here not really like loving anything else like I loved wrestling. So I like, you know, I just really felt that this is what I wanted to do in life, and that this is not just something that I do for fun. This is something I want to like take as a career and just like set myself to, basically.
Yeah. No, that makes sense, man. I think too, outside looking in, right, I could tell with you it's more than just getting out there, right? You want to do it, right? You want to excel at it, so you keep applying and you keep mastering the craft, right? And you're going to go places, man, for sure. So far, since you've been wrestling, has there been anything, what's the biggest challenge for you in wrestling?
The biggest challenge is just the hard work. You know, you like the time that you take in this sport is definitely the hardest. You have to miss out on so many other things that like other people can do. You're getting invited to all this stuff, parties, but you can't because you have practice. You know, you got to really put yourself to this sport if you really want to succeed. So
yeah, you got to be disciplined, man. You got to have dedication, discipline, and determination, right? You have to. Because if you don't, right, like I said, the next person that's better than you, they're gonna take that, right? So that's dope. Now, my show, my podcast, right, it focuses a lot on hip hop, which we're gonna talk about a little bit because you 15, so I want to pick your brain on music. But one of the things we talk about really heavily here is health and wellness, right? You got to protect your vessel, right? You only get one of them, right? So, and I know with wrestling, it's pretty crazy, right? The weight cutting and diet and things like that. It's a demanding sport, right? So when it comes to your weight management, right, what does your diet look like right now heading into training? What are you eating?
Like right now or in season?
Yeah, both.
So like in season, you got to start off the morning with some good food. You got to get your eggs in, egg whites, some high protein, low calorie stuff. Start your day off. Then heading in, you gotta always eat your fruits. That's low calorie and that fills you up. So you eat your fruits, go into lunch. You need to get your lean meats, your veggies, all that stuff. And then dinner, you know, my dad cooks up some like good high protein stuff that is like just really good for my body and my recovery.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy because I think when you're in season, right, it's probably a little bit more rigorous, right?
Oh yeah.
What about the off season? You kind of splurge? You go crazy?
Yeah, I do. I'm like,
What's your death meal? Like, what's the meal that you know that it's your worst meal ever, but you gonna eat it anyway off season? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's
What
not
you like?
horrible, but sushi. I could go to all you can eat sushi and eat like 50 rolls. Like that's my favorite thing.
That's crazy. Yeah, sushi's good, man. Nah, it's not bad. I was expecting you to say like, I don't know, man, Chick-fil-A sandwich or something. Nah, you stay away from that shit.
I'm not a huge like fast food person. Like
Good,
I'll go
good
and
for
eat
you.
fast food and that's like it's good, but
Good for
it's
you,
not
man.
what I like prefer.
Stay away from that, bro. As much as you can, man. Stay away from that, bro. I've been trying to tell producer T-Rab to stay away. I don't know, man. He addicted, man. You know?
Hey, man, it's convenient, bro.
It's convenient, but that's the problem, man. Shit, it's super convenient, right? But that's
It's
good, man.
Too convenient. That's
Tell
the
me a little
problem.
bit about the hardest part about cutting weight, because I imagine, like, you know, when you getting close to matches, right, you gotta hit weight. But what if you're over, right, or whatever? Like, what's the hardest part about cutting weight, in your opinion?
It's that last night before. That last night, whenever you're already tired, you don't have the best fuel in you because you haven't been eating, drinking that much.
Right.
Like whenever you're starting to taper off all your foods and your water, that's whenever it starts hitting you and you're in the gym, sauna, running in your sauna suit. Like that's when it hits you.
It gets crazy.
Yeah.
I could imagine, man. I be fasting a lot. You fast?
Yeah, before tournaments, about
Before?
2 days I start.
Do you do
tapering
a
it.
full fast or you do like intermittent fasting?
I do like pretty much full fasting, like because I cut it off pretty fast. So
Yeah.
like yeah.
How many pounds can you cut in a day? Is there like a certain rule, or is it just whatever you could do?
You could do whatever, but like I cut 10 pounds in one day one time and I was cramping. Like
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. See, I fast a lot. I fast like 3 times out the week. So, and it's not a full fast, but I know the full fast, like a 3-day full fast, is it's taxing. You know what I mean? So you got to always stay hydrated, right, and keep everything in motion. Now, it's crazy to say this, but shouts to your pops. I remember seeing videos of you when you was a kid, right? I'm talking young, moving around, right? And I see you now in your teenage years, right? The at your gym, right? Gym you train at. What's the name of the gym that you train at? Shout them out. And your coaches.
Jackson Wink. I wrestle at Jackson Wink and Volcano and St. Pius.
So you got little kids now, you know, 6, 7, 8 years old, getting on the mat, right? What advice do you give young wrestlers about being disciplined about nutrition? Because it's so important. I don't think people really understand how important that piece is, right? They said the abs is made in the kitchen, right? It ain't made on the mat, right? So what advice would you give, you know, the young kids coming up that maybe pull your shirt at the gym and say, "Hey, Tino, how you doing? A, B, and C." What advice do you give younger wrestlers?
Yeah, discipline is the biggest thing. You know, you don't feel your body right, you're not gonna wrestle to the best of your abilities. You might be training all this and then eating horribly, and you're just not gonna perform the way that your training like should be.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time too is that we live in a society now, unfortunately, where the food is tainted, right? So it's very hard to stay clean if you don't have the knowledge, right? And that's kind of what we do at this podcast. Like what I try to do, I had some health issues when I was about 10 years ago, and I always kind of had it in the back of my mind, a conscious of it, but I didn't really know what I know now, right? So it's important that you give that knowledge back down, right? So that for the younger wrestlers, y'all pay attention, because nutrition is you know, the most important thing, man. What you put in your body, right, is going to fuel you, or it's going to kill you, right? So I always say, I tell my wife this all the time. We laugh, but when she's putting death in her body, like chicken or beef, it's like put some life in the body as well, right? Get some fruits, get some veggies, right? You want to have that balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing I want to talk to you about is when I look at wrestling, right, as far as the mat wrestling and what you do, to me is mental just as it is physical, right? So for you, how do you stay focused, especially when the pressure's at its high, especially like when you're in those tournaments?
My mentals are just like really high. I think no one's better than me. That's my mindset. My mindset is always that I'm the best. No one could beat me. That's just like, that's what makes me stay calm before my matches. I don't really get too nervous because I just know that no one could beat me. Like I'm the one.
Yeah, I mean that's beautiful, man. I was did y'all see the Michael Jackson movie yet?
No, I haven't seen it, but I've been seeing like.
T-Rap, you see it?
No.
So I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but there was a dope thing. I had always read about this, about Michael Jackson, but it's different when you see it in the movie because you read about it, but you see it in the movie. But he would write these affirmations like on his mirror, and it has some wild stuff. Like he'd be like, "Yo, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest performer." Like he'd have a saying like, "God, give me these ideas so Prince don't get them." Like he would have these affirmations, but it was so crazy to see them because I think that's super important, right? Because you can manifest that, right? You know. I feel I'm the best at what I do, right? No one could do what I do. So having that level of mental is incredible, man. And hey, you go out there and show and prove, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You the best, you go out there and show and prove, and that's, you know, that's the best thing there. So take me real quick into a journey, like when you get ready to hit the mat, right, for a match. What gets your mind right as you get into the mat? You do breathing exercises? Is it a music thing? Like, what kind of gets you into that mind state before you step on the mat?
It's a music thing and like visualization.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I try to visualize my match, go make a game plan going into it. You know, I'm always there with my dad. He's helping me through it, talking me through it. You know, he always studies the people. You know, he tells me like what they're gonna do and like how I can just like, you know, do the best that I can. So that's one of the big things is just visualize the match. And
you have a plan B and a plan C, God forbid? Or is it always plan A?
It's just plan A. You stick to plan A, and then hopefully that
hey,
works.
Man, that's the
and
best
if
way
not,
to
you
do
gotta
it.
fight like a dog.
I think Will Smith said, he said something to the effect, he's like, I never have a plan B or C. Because he's like, if it don't work, I will make it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's dope. So my son has been we've had him in baseball for the last 2 years, like starting off, you know, T-ball, pitch machine. So he's kind of elevating his game. And one thing that I've been blessed, but he struggles with a little bit because he's still a kid, is, you know, going through a loss, right? When you lose, right, it kind of gets to your mental, right? How do you bounce back after a loss? Like, what's it for you? Do you just go back and watch video, you know, try to figure things out? Or, you know, tell me a little bit about how you bounce back after taking an L.
Yeah, I definitely watch my matches. I see what I did wrong. I see what I could do to improve, you know, what I need to fix, what I need to just, like, do a little bit, like, do better on. So that's, like, a big thing is definitely just rewatching your matches, rewatching your swing, any of that. Just see what you did wrong, and so you could improve that.
Yeah, that's important, man. Watching film is incredible, man, because you can step back and, you know, see what you got. You know, you got your pops giving you feedback, your coaches too, right? So that's super important, man. For real. Is there you got a quote that you kind of live by, or you know, a mantra that you kind of live by as far as even a principle?
One of my mentors, Real Woods, he has this quote, and it's "Be the 1%." That's really what I try to live by. You know, you don't want to be the normal kid, that 99%. You want to be that 1%, which is great. Not those other kids who are doing whatever they're doing. Absolutely,
man. That's beautiful, man. The 1% is the you know, that's the highest of the high, right? So Real Woods. So that's your trainer?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. So he out of Jackson as well?
No, he's out of like Izzy Style, and then now he's training over there in Michigan.
Dope. Oh, that's amazing, man. Shout to him. That's fire. So I know, of course, you and your family for a long time, so I kind of know your foundation is super strong, right? And that's, you know, really a testament to the young man you become, right? Who's been your biggest supporter through your wrestling journey? You know, both maybe family, but then also maybe outside of family.
My family, all of them have been super supportive. My dad, really the main one, like he's doing everything for me. That's like someone who I really appreciate. That's like my everything basically. He brought me to this sport. He helped me through everything. He's there with me step by step. That's really just like who I want to do it for, really. My whole family, all of them have been supportive. I have supportive parents, supportive siblings, supportive grandparents. I have supportive aunties, uncles, all of them.
Yeah, that's amazing. Nah, sometimes, man, I see, especially young kids, man, it's like when they don't have that support, man, it could be really difficult. Sometimes they get it from one area. They might get it from their friends or mentors outside of their family, but for you to have it in the family, you know, that's super important. You already answered my next question as far as like who was that person to kind of make you go at it. So you mentioned you wrestling for Volcano, St. Pius as well. So how does that work for you in a sense? So it's different schools you going to, right? So is it like per day you go in there? Is it a couple times out the week? How does that work as far as being on a team like that, or two different teams?
Well, I'm on one team and they kind of like combined, so it's like that. We'll rotate from Pius one day to Volcano the next,
okay.
but all of our training is good. You know, we have different coaches stepping in to learn all these different things to help us succeed in like our own ways.
That's dope.
We have coaches teaching it one way and coaches teaching the other.
Yeah.
You kind of get to pick like what fits you.
Yeah. No, that's great. I think experience is super important, right? So if you can soak up knowledge from all kinds of different people, you can kind of be a chameleon in that sense, right? You could take from here, take from there, right? Take from here, and then you got Tino. You know what I mean? So that's amazing. That's amazing. What does it mean to you though to represent your gym? You know, your crew that you rock with. What does it mean to you to represent it? What's your ultimate goal at the end of the day, as far as representing them?
I'm not only am I representing like my gym, my clubs, all that. I'm representing like the whole state. I want to be like that kid from New Mexico who's the best. You like just because he's from New Mexico doesn't mean that he's not good, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about this town? I talk to your pops about it sometimes. It's like there's so much talent in this state, right? But the spotlight's not on the state, right? And it's probably because of, you know, it's just the way it is, right? But I see a lot of time, you know, you got Holly Holmes from here, right? A plethora of different UFC fighters are from here, right? There's so much talent here, right? So my thing for you is you already have you have a good head on your shoulders, right? You got a good mental. Keep that rocking. Like, don't lose focus on that, right? Don't lose your values, morals, and principles, because when you do hit that spot, you're gonna succeed with that mind state, right? So continue doing that, because whoever you represent, man, they should be very proud, and I'm super proud to have you on our team for the Hydro Bar, right, and also the Commission Cypher, because, you know, when I started this platform, bro, I didn't want to bring everybody and anybody into the fold, but I wanted to make sure that the people who grinded, right, who are different, right, I kind of would call you an alien, right? You're not the normal, right? You're not the norm, the 1%. You know what I mean? It's those people that really push it to the next level, and they are going to be the standard bearers for the town. You know what I mean? So that's dope. That's dope. So I want to talk to you a little bit about music, man, because we are a little bit of definitely, you know, a hip hop pocket. We talk a lot of crazy hip hop, and we have different opinions. And you mentioned pre-match ritual kind of headphones in, right? What's your go-to? You got a song, or you got a specific artist that you go to really get you up?
Well, I listen to like calm music like before, and then right as I'm about to go on the mat.
What kind of calm music? We talking like classical?
No.
Beethoven?
We're talking about like R&B, some like chill beats. You know, like I like Drake is a real go-to just for that calm.
Yeah, just that chill.
And then whenever I start warming up is whenever I turn it on. One of my favorite songs is "3-Headed Goat" by like Lil Durk and Polo G.
Okay, Lil Durk. Yeah,
I like Polo G's verse. It's like just basically saying how he's the man and no one can touch him, really. So that's that's a big thing for me. I like that verse.
Yeah. You like guys that talk that talk. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I remember. I remember when I was a kid, man. When I was 15, man, I used to always put on MOP. MOP is a group from Brownsville, Brooklyn. Shout out to MOP. They make hype music. They're two guys from Brooklyn, and it's aggressive. It's like, it's aggressive, bro. That used to be like my music when I knew like I was gonna go if I was gonna go out and fight somebody, or if I was gonna get buck wild, MOP. So you would laugh at this. I'm in the crib this week, and I'm on my phone. And I'm usually not buried in my phone, but I'm looking for something. I got small kids, so I'm trying not to play hip hop that's got explicit lyrics. I'm trying to find a clean version. So why can't I find no MOP clean? I finally find it. And my wife was like, she started to see me bop and get crazy. She's like, yo, this is coming back out of you. I say, hey, the music does something to you. You know what I mean? It triggers emotions. You know what I mean? So that's dope, man. So R&B before the match, a little bit more hype up before match. Do you? I guess being a competitor, right? Is there one song in particular that you can put on and it's gonna immediately change you from Tino, the young gentleman here, calm, cool, collective, to like the beast mode that you is?
Rocky 4. That's my favorite movie ever. So I put on that soundtrack.
That's
so
fire.
the song that gets me real hype is a training montage.
Yeah, man.
Just getting in that mode is like, just no lyrics. Just
you visualize it, right?
Yep.
That's fire. That's dope. That's dope. Nah, music is important, man. Like, pardon me. For me, when I was a kid, it always put me in I always had a record or album or a song for the emotion I was having. Like if I was pissed, if I was down and out, sad, whatever. Like it was always a song or something to play to. So it's important to have that, especially that. Have you ever had? So this might be a weird question, but this happened to me all the time. When I get in the zone doing what I do, right? Sometimes I get a song that gets stuck in my head, right? And it kind of pushes me. Like, for instance, I was working an event, and I was doing like 5 things at once. I was like paying the talent. I'm running around making sure the pay-per-view streaming. I'm doing everything left, right. And all of a sudden, I actually get this Jay-Z joint in my head, You Don't Know. And it's placed a remix. It's playing in my head. Have you ever had that happen to you in a match?
Oh, yeah, in a match.
Where you're like, yo, you get this song in your head, it's just playing in your head, only you can hear it, and you, that happened to you?
Yeah, that actually is like something that like kind of helps me push through the match even whenever it gets hard. Yeah. It's like you hear that song, and you're just like, yeah, I need to get this win.
Yeah, I do some weird stuff at the gym, where I'll be lifting, right, and all of a sudden I'll be spitting bars at the end of my set, and I was like, what are you talking about? And I'll mumble it too, so she thinks I'm talking to her, and I'm like, no, I'm just rhyming in my head, you know what I mean? But it gets me through that last, interval of whatever I'm doing. So, yeah, I want to ask you that because I was talking to a buddy of mine. He's a boxer, and he was telling me that happens to him all the time. He be sparring or whatever, and then like something will just pop in his head, and it'll get him. You know what I mean? So I know they don't really do this in mat wrestling. It's more like kind of like a pro wrestling thing, and somewhat of like boxing. But like if you got one song to kind of walk out to, right? Let's say you're the main event somewhere, right? And you're ready to go. What's your song you coming out to, man?
I gotta say again, training montage.
That's it.
That's what gets me in the zone.
Fire, bro.
That's
you
what
15.
Gets me.
You know that?
Yeah.
Your pops put you on that, huh?
Yeah.
See, your pops is a real one, man. That's fire, bro. I love Rocky too, man. Rocky's one of the greatest movies ever, man. The whole series and everything. So, I want to ask you some just kind of fun little questions here and there. Just you 15, right? So I always like to pick the youngest brain because I'm a hip hop head, and 20 years ago, I was actually having a conversation with an 18-year-old. He graduated 2026. I graduated 2006. So I'm picking his brain on music. So I'm gonna give you either or. So you tell me. Lil Durk or J. Cole?
J. Cole.
Okay. Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Drake.
Okay. NBA Youngboy or XXX?
I don't really like either of them, but I gotta go Youngboy for that one.
Youngboy, okay. When you listen to hip hop, is it old school or new school? What you like better?
New school. I don't really mess with old school like that.
You don't like the old school?
Not really.
Why?
I don't know. It just
Too
doesn't.
old?
The beats.
The beats?
I don't like the old drums and all that. I like the new like more trap kind of.
Okay, you like the You definitely a young boy. Yeah, for sure. You don't like none of the old stuff? I know you're possibly playing some classics.
I like the old stuff,
but you like the new stuff.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Hey, sometimes that trap stuff is catchy. It's very catchy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think now the kids like the beats more than anything.
I think that's kind of like with me a little bit.
Yeah. Nah, man. Hey, man, teach his own. That's dope. Which rapper do you think would make the best wrestler? Out of the guys you like?
Probably someone crazy, like someone that's like pretty hardcore. I feel like
who you think? I want to ask you too, and he's done.
know.
Who you think?
Like actual like mat wrestling?
Yeah, I'm talking like
Or like okay.
Yeah. All of that.
I don't even know. That's such an outlandish question.
That's crazy,
I've never
right?
even like thought about that. Give me a minute.
Shit, man. I'm I'm picking like a 50 or
I mean, 50.
like a shit. I'm picking Melly Mel, dog. You see Melly Mel?
Yeah.
Yo, Melly Mel's jacked.
That
dog.
motherfucker been on some. I don't even know what the hell he's been on.
I don't know, man. So, who are some of the artists you really like though in hip hop? You have like a top 5?
Yeah, I
Who you
got a
like?
top 5. I think Drake. That's my number one.
It's
for
your
sure.
number 1, really?
Yeah, I love Drake.
Yo,
I'm
these young
always
kids love Drake, man.
I'm always putting on Drake.
Yeah?
That's my number 1.
Number 1. You like the new album?
It's all right.
It's
I
all
like
right?
a couple of songs on
Yeah,
there.
he's got some bangers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
I've never really been a huge Drake fan at all. I've never really been a big Kendrick fan either, but I've noticed just recently that like the younger kids really rock with Drake, man. Like the 18, like the 15 to like 34 demographic, like they love Drake.
yeah, I think he's the best rapper of all
Yeah?
time. That's my best.
That's bold, Tino.
He's the best.
The best. Damn. All right. Why do you think he's the best?
I just like all of his songs. Like,
He don't miss.
well, he does, but like whenever he gets a banger, like
It's out of here.
his bangers are better than everyone else's bangers.
I mean, it's possible. I don't know, man. That's crazy though, but it makes sense though, because that 18-year-old I was talking, he said the same thing, bro. And I was trying to ask him why, and he was like, I think it's because of the girls like it too. So when you're young, you want to play music in front of girls or your friends that they like, right, or that they can react to. And he always tells me, like, every time I put Drake on, everybody having a good time. So, damn, the Drake, man. See, and that's funny. I'm saying Hove is the best right now. You saying Drake? They about to go at it, man. I don't know.
It's a cold war out here.
You think they say Jay-Z's too old? You think he's too old?
Yeah, he's too old.
Oh.
Yes?
He's too old.
He's too old.
Tino.
Hey, man.
You don't.
Hey man, he's speaking for the youth, man. They ain't wrong. Shit, when I was a kid, I thought Jay was better than all these guys. Rakim, Carrot. That ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
you'll get this under. You like Ice Cube?
Yeah, I like Ice Cube.
Like
Yeah,
Ice
he's
Cube?
cool.
he
Biggie, Pop.
See him. I like Tupac, but I've never been like too big on Biggie. Like
Yeah?
yeah.
But that's normal out here, bro. Me and your pops talk about that all the time. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. It's a location thing, you know. People like music they can relate to, right? Or a sound that gives them that familiarity, right? So it's a coastal thing. You know what I mean?
See, that's why I like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is like probably my 2. I love Lil Wayne.
Hey, Lil Wayne is something special, man. Yeah, that's dope. Nah, man, I appreciate you coming up here and chopping it up with us because, like I said, man, I think you know, young men like you are a beacon, you know, for the community because, like I said, normal 15-year-olds right now, they getting ready to just sit around, be lazy, eat Takis and
See, I'm not a big chip person
drink
at all.
energy drinks, play PlayStation all day. They ain't gonna be outside to get no sun. But you about to be 7-8 weeks away from your family, right? Grinding, doing it. Like it takes a special mental to do that, right? So salute to you, man. And I hope you go out there and, you know, show them what's up and rep for us. You know what I mean? Because I tell your pops, man, I told you, your mom and your pops is like, you know, you're going to be something one day because the head you got on your shoulder is a testament, you know, your parents, right? Your family, your foundation. I think that's really important. Sometimes kids don't have that, right? When I was coming up, I didn't have that. So, because the foundation I had was so shaky, it's like I didn't really know where to go, right? So for me and my kids now, I'm providing them a foundation they never had before that I never had, right? And I'm pretty sure your pops can say the same thing. So it's a dope thing when a diamond can come out of that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Before we get out of here, though, I want to ask you a few more questions before we bounce. But tell me a little bit about kind of your ultimate goal, right? I mean, I know you're young, right? There's a lot of things you can be doing, right? But what goals are you chasing next in the sense of wrestling?
I'm trying to be a 4-timer. You know, I just took 3rd as my 8th grade year. I'm trying to go into freshman year, take that all the way through senior year.
Hell yeah.
I want to go D1 in wrestling. I want to go to ASU, wrestle out there, get a good degree, and then pursue a career from there. And if I could, you know, be on Team USA, represent my country.
No, that'd be fire, man. No, that'd be crazy. No, that's beautiful, man. It seemed like you got long-term goals in mind, and you're gonna get there, bro. You definitely gonna get there. What do you wanna study for your degree? Do you know? Haven't made a decision yet?
Not fully, but like I feel like I would like to have my own business, like a physical therapy, recovery
Yeah.
type of thing for athletes. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to help athletes, like, with their recovery, with
Sure.
their, they get hurt, they're coming back, they're trying to bounce back. I want to help with all that stuff.
Yeah. So this might be a hard question to answer, but I think you can handle it. One of the things that I've seen in the queue, especially a lot of our older veterans and things like that have been in the game, whether it be MMA, boxing, any athlete, right? There's a lot of pitfalls that come, and they unfortunately, come to those pitfalls, right? What legacy do you want to leave behind, when it's all said and done for you?
I just want to be the person that all these kids look up to. I just want to show, like, the whole world that, like, this kid from Albuquerque, from this nothing town, can be the greatest ever. Can do all this.
Nah, absolutely, you can, man. You definitely can, man. Manifestation is a real thing, man. And you keep saying that, you keep putting it, applying your craft. You're gonna get there, man. You definitely gonna succeed at a very high level. I just need you to not tell the kiddos that Drake's the best. That's all. That's the only thing. Everything else you got good, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, look at it. He's like,
I'm gonna go in the car and listen to some Drake.
You gonna give him more
my
streams,
go-to.
huh? That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I think that's important though, especially to really have a legacy. Cause I was talking to somebody about it recently. I think it was King Bao. Shout out to King Bao. We was chopping up on texting. He kind of said the same thing. He's like, he's had a wild career, King Bao. He's an MMA fighter. And he said some crazy stuff. He's done a lot of crazy stuff, but he's kind of coming back to his like, look, I want my legacy to be, being a person they look up to, right? Because I come from nothing, right? And now he's made himself into something, right? So that's important, man. That's dope. So before we get out of here, I want to. Obviously, again, I want to thank you for coming up. I definitely appreciate it. And I'm super happy to have you in the Hydro Bar as well, as far as, sponsoring you in your endeavors, right? Because I know it takes a lot of money, a lot of capital and things like that to get where you're going, right? So we got some teas coming for you. We got some merch coming for you. And I want people to stay in tune with Tino. You on social? Can people find you on social media?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Tino Wrestles 113.
113.
Yeah.
What's the 113 stand for?
Just the weight I was this season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wrestled 113 this season.
Okay, dope. No, that's dope. Follow him. Get on this journey, because I'm telling y'all, man, a lot of people tell me they like to follow young athletes on their journey, right, from kind of zero to hero, right? So y'all definitely stay in tune with Tino, man. Like I said, I ain't telling y'all this just to tell y'all, but this kid's gonna be something, and there's a lot of You got footage on your IG of your matches?
Yeah.
You got a YouTube or anything like that?
No, I don't got a YouTube.
No. Okay, but they could see some of your stuff on.
Oh yeah, they'll be able to see me on Instagram.
When you come back from your training with Roy in the squad, what you got another tournament after that? What's next after that?
Well, while I'm out there in Iowa, I'm gonna go to Fargo, which is the biggest tournament in all of wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, it's freestyle and Greco.
Okay.
But it's the biggest tournament, so there's 200-man brackets. It's crazy.
Wow. I forgot to ask you. I want to ask you before we jet. Who are some of kind of like the amateur wrestlers that you like really look up to, or some of the guys that you watch all the time and try to learn from? Who are some of the guys you really like watching?
Like in high school or like college?
Just anything, yeah. College, high school. It could be local. It could be national. It could be anything.
Locally, I like to watch my friend Gabe Saros. He's really one of my big like a big person I look up to, because he works hard. He's grinding, and just like the way he wrestles is something that's like that really catches my eye.
Yeah.
And then in college, I'd like watching. Well, he's not in college no more, but I used to watch Dayton Fix a lot. Dayton Fix, he's
okay.
Like he was a person that's like always staying in position, like super, like someone that's like.
So it's fun to watch. So
yeah, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's something that you could pick up on essentially,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Dope. No, that's cool, man. I see a lot of people, especially recently, that Real American Freestyle. Me and your pops was talking about a couple weeks ago. Like that's
crazy.
becoming a very big league, right? A big kind of look for possible guys, kids like you to move up to, right? To get up there and make money and do what you love to do. So it's dope that the art form is still still going, and it's very big here. You know what I mean? But that's crazy. So Fargo's got the biggest tournament in the States.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, shit, man. I don't want to wish you luck because I think luck's for losers, and you're certainly not a loser. But get up there, kill it, man. Represent for the town, man. We appreciate you coming up. We support you. Everything you got going on here at the Hydro Bar, you got our support. You want to come up here and talk music stuff, randomly come up, man. We love to have you, you know. Even though, you know, you like what you like, but that's the dope thing is that we always debate on here about who likes what. We call each other crazy, but at the end of the day, that's the thing about having combos, right? You learn something, right? But I'm learning a lot about you youngins, man. I don't know if the ears are just not trained properly or they broke, but we're gonna have to train your ears. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you some music.
Okay,
man.
yeah, send me some. Awesome.
Yeah, I want you to get some MOP in your life. You know what I mean? It might change your life. But again, appreciate you coming up, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Episode 21 in the can. T-Rap, where can they find you on socials, man?
That kid T_Rav RAV.
And that profile, send all of the hate comments for the Drake stuff to him because he loves it. He wants to interact with it.
I will reply to every single one of them.
I know you will.
And I will die on this.
Did you I know we didn't talk about it earlier. But second week in the album, are you feeling any different for the Drake album? Are you still not rocking with it?
No.
I actually really I feel the same. I feel the same. You know what I mean?
I mean, I haven't had any type of change, but I've had more people come up telling me that this is not it than.
But it's your age group.
It's what?
It's your age group. It's people your age, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I had
my age group is really liking it, which is crazy.
I don't know.
But it's cool, man. You know, hey, he's got a second week of big numbers, so we'll see what happens.
Hey, all I know is that we still got time to get Micah #1. Just playing.
How though?
I'm just playing.
Commission Cypher, man. Again, everybody that enjoy what we do, man. Like, subscribe, hype. I need all the love and all of that. Shout out to Dennis, man. He giving us the head go. He got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. But again, Tino, appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro.
Sir, thank you for having
seeing you, man. Yeah, of course, bro.
Knicks in 4?
Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5.
Yeah, I think the Spurs are gonna take one.
I honestly got him in 6.
I got him in 6 too.
You got him in 6 too? Yeah?
I got him in 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What makes you say that?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Spurs are young, but there's a lot of star power in that.
They played like trash the first game, though.
They did. Well, they really didn't, though. They did, but they didn't.
Brunson's a beast, man.
Yo, Brunson's he's a monster.
This guy was getting mollywopped.
He has like 8 season-ending injuries. And
we're going to report back on next episode, but I'm going to send y'all a video. He was talking to somebody on the sideline about something, and there was an argument about something.
No, with Scott, the ref. He was pissed at the ref.
But no, I don't think he was. Well, yeah, but he was also mad at somebody in a.
I actually did see that too.
We have to do some.
It was during that whole thing. Yeah. All right.
Appreciate y'all, man. Episode 20 in the can, man. Peace. We out. Commission Cypher. 1.